Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm gonna be doing a little get ready with me chit chat video. Disclaimer, this video, like me talking throughout this video, you may be able to witness me catching anxiety because this is a topic that brings me so much anxiety, but I just wanted to share with you guys some crazy experiences I've had in my life. So I was like, what better than to film a get ready with me? So I'm gonna be getting ready. I just got home from work, so I just decided I wanted to film a video today. So I'm gonna be getting ready, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and hear my crazy story of one of the most scariest experiences I've ever been through. Like, it was actually so scary. Even just thinking about it, like, it brings me back to that day. It was that bad. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't mind me if I'm not looking directly at the camera. I'm gonna be looking this direction because I have my mirror right here, but you guys will basically be able to see what I'm doing. And yeah, so let's get started. So it was actually a weekday. It was really early in the day. It was probably about, I would say it must have been like 7:30 a.m. I was on my way to an internship that I was doing for some schooling. As I was on my way to do the internship, I had to take the A train to the very last stop. So I would take that every single morning, Monday to Friday, and my internship was, I don't even remember, was it 3 months long? I think it was approximately, yeah, it was like 3 months, 3 or 6 months. So I had to do my internship all the way out in Fort Rockaway, so I would take this A train. So this was, I believe, a Monday morning. I was on my way to school. I was on my way to my internship. And I'm on the train, you know, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing like what I usually would do when I'm on the train. I'm listening to music. I'm just like, I have on my earphones and I'm looking at my phone as I'm going on the train. The train is like, it's kind of crowded, but you know, like there's all different kind of people. Like everybody's just in their own zone. So I'm zoned out too. I'm doing my thing. I'm listening to music. I'm just chilling. Little did I know the next thing was gonna happen. As I'm there on the train, something told me, like, you know how when you get that feeling that someone is looking at you, you just notice that, like, you just feel it, like you're like, oh my god, someone's staring at me. So I look to my left and I see this guy. He looks like he may have been, I don't know, like he may have been homeless. Like, if you know New York City trains, you know that there's a lot of homeless people on New York City trains. Like, they just find that place as a place, like, to stay at. So this man may have been homeless. He was just on the train, but for some reason, there's like a million people on the train, and he has his eyes on me. Little old me that's just in my scrubs. I'm like 18 years old on my way to my internship. I didn't think nothing of it. I actually looked. I like, you know, I didn't give no expression at all. I just looked and kept on looking at my phone. I'm there. I'm sitting down there, but now things were getting like a little bit more weird because at this point, this man is like walking back and forth on the train, but like literally pacing back and forth. But you know, there's two sides of the train. I was sitting on this side of the train, and there's the other side that's right across from me. He was sitting on the left side, on the opposite side, but he started walking back and forth, and when he was walking back and forth, he was walking back and forth on the side that I was sitting on. So something just told me, like, something is not up. He kept on, like, as he was walking back and forth, he kept on, like, kind of getting close to, like, where I was sitting at. Like, at one point, he even, like, tripped over my foot, and mind you, I have my feet all the way in, so I'm like, what the hell is going on? But I started texting my husband. At that point, he was my boyfriend. And I'm like, babe, there's something really weird happening. But I was going like in and out of service because there's certain stops on that train where you go like underground. So I was going in and out of service. So he wasn't like really getting my text. Like, he got one text that said like, oh, there's something really weird going on. And then after that, he didn't get my rest of my text. That when I actually got outside again, I had so many texts from him like, babe, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm panicking. What the hell's going on? And I couldn't respond. So here we are. We're on this train. He continues to pace back and forth. This happened for like approximately, like, I don't even know, probably like 20 minutes. It was so early in the morning that if you know New York City trains, a lot of people actually fall asleep while they're on the train. Like they'll just doze off, which I never get how people can do that, because to me, I always have to be like so alert. Like there was times where I would come out of school, like my internship, and even when I was doing my classes, like I would get out of school and mind you, I will be exhausted, but not once would I be able to fall asleep, because I just feel like you have to be alert, because you just never know what the next person is up to and stuff like that. So I'm there. Now we get like to another stop. When we get to the other stop, now he has friends with him. To make the situation a little bit worse, he actually has some friends with him. So I just look up. Mind you, at this point I had on my earphones, but I wasn't listening to anything, because I just had to pay attention. Like I was trying to pay attention to what they were saying. I kept on hearing them talking, and I was just like, oh no. I just felt like, you know when you have that gut feeling that something is gonna happen, something's gonna go wrong? I felt that. And I was literally sitting down there, like just with no music on, just praying, like, God, please be with me, don't let nothing happen to me. Like I was praying. Everyone up like on the opposite side of me was literally sitting down. There was one woman that she seen what they were doing at one point, and she looked at me and just shook her head, like she was like, and that was it. But like, it's such a shame that, you know, people don't actually get up to help one another. I feel like me as a person, if I was in the other place, I will help that other person. Especially you see like a girl, like literally I was only 18 years old. I'm small now. If you look at me, like if you see me outside, of course here I'm zoomed in, but if you see me outside, I'm actually really small. Like I'm small. I'm a small girl. I'm only like 5'1". I'm not a big girl like this. And then these are grown men. You know, if I see another woman in a predicament that I was in, I would try to help her. But unfortunately, not everyone is like that. So here I am on this train. Everyone's sleeping. The one woman that could possibly help me is just shaking her head, and then like basically turns her face like, I guess whatever, it is what it is. So I'm on the train continues to go. Now we get to the stop. Now they stop. He's talking to his friends and he's pointing at me. When I seen that he pointed at me, when I'm telling you, my heart was coming out my chest. Like I felt like I was gonna legit catch a heart attack. I was in a situation where I just didn't know what to do, because I was like, okay, if I get off the train, what's gonna happen to me? God forbid I'm gonna get kidnapped. They will probably get off after me, and I'm gonna get kidnapped and probably end up somewhere like raped, or God forbid, who knows what could possibly happen to me. So I was like, I cannot get off this train right now. I'm gonna have to ride this out, take it to the last stop like I take it, and then usually at the last stop a lot of people get off at that point. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. So I'm on the train. They're standing up at this point. They're pointing at me. I am just there literally panicking, but looking up like every few seconds. Every few seconds I'm looking up. They're looking at me to make, like, I don't know what the hell they were making sure of, because I was literally like shitting my pants at this point, excuse my language, but I was like basically pooping my pants. So I don't know what the hell they were looking at me for, but they were targeting me. Like they were up to no good with me. So I just looked up, and like I was like, at this point, like I was getting like, okay, as scared as I was also getting upset. So I looked up and I was just like I just like went like this and like put my head down. When I did that, the main guy, the guy that was there from the beginning, comes up and just drops concealer on me. I'm telling you guys, I just do what I do. Like I'm not a professional makeup artist whatsoever. I'm just putting a whole bunch of concealer right now. So the main guy comes by me and he has a newspaper in his hand. And I'm sitting down like this, right, on my phone. Like, look at my phone, but I'm seeing him because I already know what he has on. So I feel like his presence coming towards me. I'm trying to like ignore it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to panic right now. I'm not going to do none of this. I can't show him I'm scared. So I'm trying to ignore him. He comes next to me. He walks by. He's going like this with his newspaper. Like it seems like if he was actually like trying to hit someone with it, that someone was me basically. But he wasn't actually like hitting me with it. He walks by again. He does it again. Now, third time he walks by. This time he's holding the newspaper a little bit different. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I don't know. I kept to my thing, and at this point, the beginning, the other times when he was walking back and forth, he was, I was sitting kind of front, you know, like leaning in like this. At that point, I kind of like leaned back in my seat, and I was just like, okay, like whatever the hell he's trying to do is just not gonna work. And I'm still there by myself. Everybody's freaking sleeping, and I'm just like, okay, I just gotta figure it out. So I'm sitting down there, like aiming, sitting back, and I don't even have my phone out at this point. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pay attention to what's going on in my surroundings. I look up to the door. One of his friends is at this door, the exit where I would have gotten out. His other friend is at the other door. He's walking back and forth doing this to me with this newspaper thing, and I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking. I don't know what to say. I can't say like, oh, why are you guys like, there was nothing I could have done at that moment in time to like make the situation any better. I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, I when I'm telling you, I'm sorry the story is all over the place, but this is exactly what my thought process was at that moment. Like, I was literally like, I've never been in a situation like that. I've never been in a situation like that, and to the point where I felt so scared of someone, or like I felt like I feared for my life. Like, I literally thought I wasn't gonna make it out of there alive. Like, I thought I was gonna, like, it's crazy. But let me continue with my story. So I go, and I'm just sitting down there now. So then I look up and I look at the door. When I look at the door, his friend tells me, I'm gonna get you. Literally like this, I'm gonna get you. I was like, what the hell did this man just say? I just looked at him, and I just like, I put my head down, didn't say nothing. The man across from me, sitting down in the right across from me, like I was sitting in one corner seat right by the exit door. There's two doors on the trains, right? One on this side, one on this side. I was sitting right on the exit door on this side. The man was standing on that side, the other man on this side, and the other one walking back and forth. I was trying to like, the other man across from me, he was trying to like start to wake up. So like, he kept on like getting up, like he would like open up his eyes, look at his watch, and go like this, and then put his hands back down. Then like he will go back to sleep. So when I'm telling you, I was just like, I was praying. I was like, God, please, God, let this man wake up. I don't know, I felt like he was like sent from God. Honestly, I was like, he's gonna help me. I don't know why. I just felt like this man will help me. Like, you know, I'm telling you, everyone else in the train was just like minding their business. Meanwhile, I'm here getting freaking harassed. And man, he wakes up a little bit. I'm like looking at him. I'm like trying to give him eye contact, but without saying too much, you know? So I'm just looking at him, but not doing too much. He doesn't really get it. He goes back to sleep. These men are still there doing what they were doing before. This man walks by again. The one with the newspaper in his hand. He walks by me. He goes, I'm telling you, I don't, like I told you the last time he walked by, he seemed like he had something in that newspaper. I don't know what the hell he had in there. So he walks by again. This time he comes closer to me, and he goes like this. I felt something. Like, when I'm telling you, he literally got close to me and went like this, and I moved back, and I was like, like I went like this. When I did that, he walked past like really, really fast, to the point where people could not see that he had just did that to me. And here I am still trying not to shout, because it's 3 against me. Everyone else pretty asleep or not even paying attention, because people are witnessing what's happening and they're not saying anything. At this point, I felt like he had probably a blade in that newspaper. I don't know what he had in that newspaper, but I felt like he had something that he was intentionally trying to hurt me with. I was just like, wow. I was really scared. It gets almost to the last stop, the stop where I had to get off the train, and the man from across from me is waking up. He happens to stare at me right in my face. I don't know if he sensed my fear. I don't know what. I swear, to me, he was God sent. He literally woke up, and I was like, wow, like, God, my prayers were heard. You are with me. You done sent this man to wake up, because Lord knows if he didn't wake up, I wouldn't be here today to tell the story. I looked at him, and I went like this. Like, I was going like this. Like, I was like giving eye signals, like looking at him and then looking at the men, looking at him and looking at the men. And I think he finally got it. This was one stop before I was gonna get off the train. He looks at me and he goes, sis, you ready to go? You guys, oh my God. Like, I feel like I'm getting emotional right now even talking about this. I looked at him and I said, yeah, I'm ready to go. And when I'm telling you, he was an angel sent from like above. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, and I, you know, after seeing so many people on the trains and no one like actually stick it up, and actually these people were all witnessing what these men were doing and not to say nothing. And this man literally wakes up and I guess gets my signal that I'm being harassed by these men and calls me his sister and tells me, are you ready to go? He goes, sis, are you ready to go? Come on, this is our stop. I looked at him. I was like, yeah, I'm ready. He stood up next to me, came next to me, walked with me outside. Come, sis, walk on this side, okay, of the platform. Do you not know those men, you could see the anger on their face. The intentions they had with me was nothing good. Like, they were going to do something to me. They were going to hurt me. They were going to hurt me in some way, shape, or form. I don't know which way, but I don't even want to know because God is good and I'm able to tell the story today. This man told me, he said, you know something? You could see the fear in your face. When we finally got out the train and I told him, I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. You literally saved my life today. I was like, thank you. Like, he walked me after the train. I would have to take a bus to get to my internship. He walked me to the bus and he was like, do not worry. He's like, listen, he's like, you could see the fear in your face. And I'm so glad that I actually caught on to that. And I told him, I'm like, you don't even understand how many people actually did it. Like, all these people on the train and nobody like even stood up and you were sleeping the whole time. I was like, thank you so much for waking up and thank you so much for catching like my signal. And he was like, no, he waited for me to get on the bus. He asked me, he's like, listen, do you want me to take the bus with you? He was heading to work himself. He's like, I will take you to wherever you need to go. He's like, do you want me to take you? Come on, I'll take you. Because when I got off, like I was talking to him and telling him thank you while my hands were literally trembling, like trembling. So I told him no, thank you so much. I thanked him, like still to this day, if I could see this man again, I thank him like for what he did. That's my story. Like, I feel like if I didn't get away, if that man would not woke up, I would have been hurt. It was 3 against me. I didn't even finish up getting ready. I don't even, look at me. I just put on foundation and eyebrows and a little bit of like bronzer. I didn't finish up getting ready, but I just had to tell you guys the story. And this is such a touching story to me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye.